So here we are ringing Microsoft again because the replacement console arrived this morning, Xbox One, and it's still fucked.
Welcome
You've sent
to
me a fucked
Xbox
console.
Customer Support.
It's fucked off of it now.
To provide quality service, we may share information collected on this call with Microsoft affiliates, subsidiaries and service providers located
Go through
in
all
other
this shit
countries.
every time I speak to anyone.
We are currently experiencing high call volumes.
I bet you fucking
Therefore,
are.
you may have to wait longer to speak with a support representative. For fast online assistance, please go to xbox.com/support.
Hello, and thank you for calling Xbox Customer Support. My name is Henry, and it's a pleasure speaking to.
My name's Paul Bradley.
Hello there, Paul. How can I help you?
Yes, you've sent me a replacement Xbox this morning, which arrived, and it's still, or to put it blunt, fucked. It's still doing the same thing the last one did.
But may I just go with it once more since the line is a bit cracky?
It's a bit cracky. Well, it's a bit like your consoles, the rubbish. You've sent me a replacement Xbox this morning because my last one didn't read this. The one you've sent me also doesn't read this.
So, what exactly does it prompt you with any sort of error message or?
It just, no, you go to insert a disc and it just says insert disc. It doesn't change to the logo for installing. So if you eject it and then put it back in, sometimes it'll come up, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
Exactly the same problem the last one I had. Exactly the same. I'm getting fed up of ringing you now. I haven't even played the Xbox since I bought it at launch.
Well, you understand. Let me just try and fix this for you, okay?
Uh-huh.
First of all, to get things started as old, may I ask for the email address you used to log in, the account login itself?
The account login? What do you mean by the account login?
Okay, so may I ask, what exactly does it prompt you with when you try to enter a disk?
Right, when you put a disc in, it still says insert disc on the UI on the dashboard. It doesn't change even though there's a disc in there. So if you eject the disc and put it back in, it'll still say insert disc even though it's in there. And then if you eject it again and put it back in, it'll start to read the disc and it'll say install game or whatever. You'll go to install it and then it'll just disappear and put insert disc again. This is exactly the same thing as the last one we're doing. It's not making any stupid noises or anything like that. It just doesn't read this. Exactly the same as the last time. Okay.
Also, the last time, did you go through any sort of troubleshooting steps at all?
Troubleshooting steps, well, there isn't really much to do. I mean, I've held the power button down to turn it off, unplugged it, plugged it back in, I did all the other bollocks that you make us do every time, and it still does the same thing. So basically the console, my old console, my day one launch, is boxed up ready to go back with UPS. This one is sat on the side with exactly the same problem. It's literally fresh out of the box in. I went to install my launch games that I haven't even played yet, and it's doing exactly the same thing.
But in that case, may I just go with just a few steps with the console itself, okay?
Yeah.
To make sure that it might be a software issue or whatnot. So, on the console itself, can you power down the console by holding?
I've done all this already this morning. I've held it in for like 10 seconds, done a cold restart. I've already done all that.
Just go once more.
I'm not doing it once more. I've done it already this morning. I've just done it, literally. Just done it, and it's doing the same thing. I'm not going through that troubleshooting guide in front of you because it's going to do the same thing it did last time.
What steps exactly did you go through?
Powered it down by holding the button in for about 10 seconds, so it went into a cold restart and I flushed the RAM. Booted it back up, it does the same thing. Powered it down, turned it off at the wall, plugged it back in, does the same thing.
There's one little step as well there.
What's that little step? What's the little step and what's it going to achieve by doing it? Because it won't read this. Listen, at the end of the day, listen to me. I've spent £450 on a new console, right? This is the second one now, and I still haven't played the console. I just want to play the console that I paid £450 for. I don't want to be jumping through loops and climbing trees and whatever else you want me to do. I just want a console that works. And I'm getting quite angry now because every time I ring you, you get me doing these stupid tricks. Every single time you get me doing these stupid tricks that make no difference whatsoever to the problem.
Well, that's what I'm trying to help you with, out.
Well, it's not a software problem, it's a hardware problem. I know that. So what's this?
Check out. Yes?
What's the other step you want me to do that's going to make any difference to what I've already done?
Yeah, just if there's a small step there.
What is it?
Then you try and click on this option in the dashboard.
Click on what option?
Sometimes it gets fogged up.
What option do you want me to click on?
The insert disk option before.
The insert disk option. Well, I've clicked on that about 1,000 times to try and get it to work. It doesn't work. It just says there's no disk in there. It says insert disk. And it pops up with, you know, something about the rights to this game or whatever, insert a disk or something stupid like that. It comes up every time. I'll do it now for you just to make you happy, but I know there's a disk in there. It's saying insert disk at the moment.
How was the console just before that? Make sure you power the console down by holding it above.
No. I'm not powering the console down again. I've done that about 10 times. All you're getting me to do is jump through loops. I just want it sorted out. I don't want to jump through loops and be on the phone for 15-20 minutes because I've got a console, or consoles at the moment, because I actually have two Xbox Ones here that are both fucked. They're both broke.
That's what I'm trying to help you with here, Paul.
Yeah, I understand that, and I'm sorry for getting, you know, irate at you. I'm just sick of having to repeat myself and do these stupid little things that make no difference. Every time I ring you, I've got to do this.
But may I ask, the first console itself,
Uh-huh.
where exactly did you buy it from? The Microsoft Store or a retailer?
A retailer.
Because in that case, actually, you know, if even these troubleshooting steps won't work, I'd say to try them before the fall. But I can, you know, issue another exchange, but, you know, it is frustrating, you know, and I do understand you want to get playing. But, like that, actually the best...
Don't tell me to take it to the retailer because there's none in stock. You know there's hardly any in the bloody UK. So I can't go to a retailer and exchange it. It's not going to happen.
The thing being, they are obliged to have consoles in stock since it's UK law states that in 28 days.
Don't tell me about UK law. Listen, you're meant to be customer services for Microsoft. Just sort it out for me. I just want a console that is going to work. I don't want to be chasing it. The retail store that I go to is roughly about 10 miles from here, right? So that means because I don't drive, I've got to get public transport to take it over. I know for a fact he hasn't got any in stock and he's unlikely to get some more in before Christmas. So, and the ones he is getting are all reserved. So there's no chance I can get one from that store. It's impossible. I just want a console that works. I've had this console, the console I bought a week ago, worked for 2 hours. This one, straight out of the box, doesn't work. Yeah, I just want a console that works. I should have bought a PlayStation 4. I should have just gone and got a PlayStation 4. A couple of friends have got no problems whatsoever. It's that simple. I mean, so what are we going to do about it now?
Well, right now, what I'm going to do is if you don't also mind, like, I know for no more than 1 minute, let me pass the solution I can get for you. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
As you can see, it pretty fucks off with them. Every time you ring them, they want you to do all this shit. At the end of the day, I've had this console now since launch. I picked it up on launch day. I've not been able to play any of the disc-based games. And all they want you to do is fuck about. Do this, do that. It makes no difference what you fucking do. No difference whatsoever. The thing is faulty. The last one was faulty. And I've also got friends that have got the same problem. And they don't fucking care. I mean, I know it's his job at the end of the day. He's just reading off a fucking screen. That's all he's doing. But, you know, they don't really care, do they? You spend 450 quid on a console. Don't give a fuck. Now they've got your money. Fuck you. They want you to do all the legwork. Take it back to the retail store, 10, 15 miles away. Don't think so. That's not going to happen. You know, now I've got to wait another fucking week or 2 weeks for a new console to come through. That will probably have the same problem because I've got friends that have this problem. It's not just me that's suffering from this problem. So I'll see what this guy says. No, I should have got a PlayStation 4. Ugh, pisses me off. So have you not had any problems? You know, your console's been fired. I put a message up on Facebook and on Twitter, and I've got messages back saying they've had this problem. A lot of people have this problem that you've got to keep ejecting discs and putting them in so it realises it's in there. Whether it's software or hardware, I don't know. I'm assuming it's hardware. So maybe Tootie, you work in IT, maybe you can help us out with that. It's probably good to be hardware. The last time they did this, I got cut off, which pissed me off big time. So I don't know what he's doing now. Fucking just put you on hold to piss you off probably. I don't know why I'm on hold. You know, he could have just talked to me and explained what he's going to do. I don't know what he's fucking doing. So, Microsoft, what is going on with your consoles? I'm sorry I'm swearing a little bit, I'm just really fucking annoyed. I mean, 450 quid for a console at launch, plus launch games. Spent about £800 and I've not been able to play it, you know. So, you know, there's people out there getting these for kids on Christmas Day or for family on Christmas Day. Good luck. Really, good luck. I would take it out and check it's working. And check it's working properly. Spend a little bit of time with it. If it's for the kids, get it out when they're in bed, spend a couple of hours with it and make sure it's reading disc fine. Because it is a problem. Hello.
Hello there. I do apologise for the long wait there, and I do thank you for holding on. But right now, what I'm going to do, just in case so we won't put on any more, hold on any more money, what I'm actually going to do is, this is a rare case, I'm going to escalate this to our highest technical team. It won't take long for you to get a new console, but just that they need to know what exactly that's going on. And, you know, maybe ensure some kind of compensation, perhaps, and so on and so forth, okay?
Okay.
Because this is a serious case, and I do apologize again for the frustration.
I know, I'm sorry for getting, I know you're only doing your job there, I'm just fed up of having to ring up. I mean, like I say, I've had this since launch. It worked, my original console, my day one launch, worked for 2 hours maybe before the disk drive failed. Now this one hasn't even worked at all, it just hasn't worked. You know, I can't install anything, I'm just stuck with games that I can't play. And alright, digital downloads, I've got a couple of digital downloads, but you know, I've got a pile of games here that I need to play, and I also own a gaming website, so the games are actually for reviewing for the website. And the console is, I mean, what am I meant to say about the console? You know, it doesn't work. You know, there's little things like that I've got to write about for the website and for YouTube, so, and Twitter and the rest of them. It's just an absolute joke. So, what's...
Just bear with me while I make sure that everything goes through properly this time. Just a moment here.
Okay.
May I ask, if you don't mind, what would be your best contact phone number?
The one you've got on the account there. There's a
zeros, okay, thank you. And your best contact email would be the same one on the account, yeah?
Yes, you can get me on that one. I'll keep that one for just Microsoft, really.
Okay. Well, since this is a sort of a long process here on my end as well.
Yeah.
Also, may I ask for a bit of information on the console itself?
Yeah, you want the serial number, yeah?
Exactly. And basically, someone from the higher technical team will try and reach you in like 3 days or so, either to the phone number itself or the email address. That's
3 days. It's going to take 3 days.
maximum. It's sort of an extreme maximum. Okay.
That's,
It might be already today, it might be tomorrow, but yeah.
but it might be someday. You don't really know. So basically, I'm stuck with a knackered console that
So basically,
nobody really cares about. You know, Microsoft have the money and they don't really care. They'll ring me eventually.
no. As in,
Why can't I speak to somebody now?
someone will contact you.
Why can't I speak to somebody now?
Well, the problem being that our call center does not, house these technical team. They're located in a different section.
That's all right. You can give me the phone number and I can ring them if you like.
Well, we can't, even we cannot specifically contact them.
Oh, it's like a secret department, is it?
Well, yeah, this is beyond my paycheck, so.
Yeah, secret department that works secretly.
First line of support, we do not have that founded.
It's a bit of a joke that it's going to take up to 3 days. I mean, if it was me and one of my products had gone out faulty, you know, the first time, I'd make sure I did everything in my power to get the correct one out. And the second time, you know, I'd be on it, I'd be all over it.
Well, I can understand. I try to, if I could, I would help you as fast as I can, but this is the best solution I can provide you right now. But within 3 days, someone will contact you from the technical team.
Right.
Within that 3-day time frame.
Okay.
I assure you someone will contact you, okay?
So what am I going to do about getting a console then? You know, what do I do? Do I have to wait another week?
Well, right now I filled in all the information and the account should have the rest of the information, but if they need any sort of need to detail you on what happens next and so on and so forth, they will make sure that you will know. They will contact you, they will explain exactly what will happen.
So you can't tell me at the moment when I'm going to get a console which I paid for, and you know I'd like to play.
That's for sure.
You can't tell me when I'm going to receive one.
Well, since this is a really rare case.
I know it's a rare case, but it might be a rare case, but that's not the point. You're telling me that at the moment you can't tell me when I'm going to be able to pay my £450 console.
Well, what I made sure here is that you won't, the console that you will get now, the working one, that I'm sure you this will be a working one now, is that basically we won't put any more hold on your money.
I should hope not.
That's the thing being. So the third, now that we went the second time, we won't put any more hold on your money, okay?
I hope not. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if you did. You've already got a hold of £300 on there, which I understand, you know, that has to happen. I understand that. But, you know, this is a joke that I've still got to wait X amount of time. You don't even know when I will receive another console, just sometime in the future. For a console that I bought on launch day. Yeah, but you're saying as soon as possible. You're saying as soon as possible, but you don't know how long that's going to take. You haven't got a clue. It could be a week. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 3 days. You don't know. Pardon? Under a week. Well, this one that I've got today has taken a week, so it's taken exactly 7 days.
Yeah, but now that I will, you know, apply this information, they will take care of this as fast as possible, and you know, make sure that you will. They will send, you know, a working console as fast as they possibly can on their end. Okay.
Well, yeah, it'll have to be okay, but you're still saying it could take 3 days for them to call. So if it takes 3 days for them to call, you've then got a couple of days dispatch and delivery. It then goes into the weekend, so you're looking at next week, basically.
Because I cannot, you know...
No, you can't tell me the answers, just like I've spent £450 on a console that doesn't bloody work. And it's not just one, it's two now. You know, it's gone past being a joke, it's gone past acceptance on my part that, you know, and trust that the next one's going to work. I don't think it is. I mean, I think there's going to be the same problems. And you can't tell me when I'm going to be able to play a console which I went out on launch, paid for cash, got games, so we're looking at about £700 to £800 by the time I'd paid for everything that I got with it, and I've not been able to use it properly. Yeah? And you're just saying it'll come eventually and it should work. That's all you're telling me, you know, it'll come eventually and it should work. Yeah, it's...
No, what I'm telling you actually is, we will deal with this as fast as possible, as fast as we possibly can, because this is the top priority case now.
Okay.
And this time the console will work, because they will make sure it will work.
Okay.
Okay? I'm actually instructed them to do so. And third off, we won't put any more hold on your money, and if possible, we can provide you with a compensation, okay? But that's from the higher technical team. So right now, what I can do is like this, and, you know, fill in all the information I can. What I'm also going to do is send you a reference code to this in case. So if you have any sort of issues, you can call us up, give that reference state, and the next agent will be able to see exactly what we went through.
Exactly, yeah, just send that via email.
Yes.
Yeah, send that via email. Well, what I will do now is ring up the Microsoft press team as well, because I have their number. Like I say, I work in the industry, so I have their number, and I'll get a comment from them and find out what's going on, because it's gone past being a joke now. You know, I've got a direct contact to the Microsoft press team, so I'll speak to them and see what's going on, because I know it's not your fault, you can only do so much, but it's gone past being a joke, and people need to know. People need to know about it, so I'll be putting it out on YouTube, up on the websites, everywhere I can put it, I'll be putting it from now on, because this is an absolute joke. It really is a joke. Yeah, as you can see about my account, I've been with Microsoft for many years. You can see that on the account. But at the moment, you can see how long I've been with Microsoft and been, you know, I paid for the subscription with Microsoft, I've had consoles, you can see all that on that account. And, you know, apart from the red ring of death on the last ones, which I had problems with, this has got to be one of the worst launches that I've ever experienced on the Xbox from Microsoft. It's an absolute joke.
Right now, this is the best and fastest solution I was able to give you, and that I did.
Okay. Well, I'll wait patiently to be able to play my console and actually play some games. You know, at the moment it's just a big paperweight sat in the corner.
But right now, I've sent you the code on my end. They will contact you as fast as they can within 3 days.
I think
tomorrow may already say.
Yeah, I still think 3 days is a bit of a joke. It should be straight away with a case like this. It should be automatically. You're saying it's a rare case, it needs escalating. It should be, as soon as you put the phone down, the customer, which is me, should have a phone call. And that's how I run my business. If there's a problem, I will get straight back in touch with that person.
If I could, able to set up a call with them, I would, but sadly I cannot.
Yeah.
This is out of my power here. But this is the best I can do for you, and it will work this time, I ensured it, okay? And send the code just in case.
So the problem is, if you're saying it's guaranteed to work this time, obviously somebody's going to try it. So basically, I'm not really getting my day one brand new sweet edition console, am I? I'm getting either a reconditioned console or one that's actually been used.
No. With these advanced exchange consoles, especially in your occasion, you will get your console and a brand new one.
Right. Oh, but how can they guarantee it's going to work if nobody tries it before it gets shipped?
So right now, just wait for a maximum of 3 days.
I know, but you're getting out of the question again, aren't you? You're skirting around the question. If you're saying it's guaranteed to work, that means somebody's going to test it before it gets shipped to me, correct?
Exactly.
Right, so I am still not getting my brand new console that I bought on launch day, am I?
Well, just to ensure you that this time it will work.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, but you know, I can go and buy a second-hand console from somewhere like CAX that sell them, that they've tested, and they can say, oh yes, it works. But it's a second-hand console. It's not the same, you know, it's not the same as getting a brand spanking new console that's, you know, on day one that works. That is not going to happen now, is it? I've basically lost that. And it might be something of nothing to you, but to me it means a lot. I've spent £450 on this console. Yeah, just pass the book over. Yeah, pass the book over to somebody else. That's fine. Just pass it over to somebody else, like usual. Thank you for your help. Send me all the information through and I'll wait for the call. I'm not going round in circles with you.
Okay, but for now, any other questions at all?
No, because you can't answer them. I can't ask you any questions because you can't answer them. You keep saying that, so it's pointless asking any more questions.
Well, they will contact you and then you can ask them. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So for you to ask me if there's any more questions just gets me high rate because you can't answer my questions. So it's absolutely pointless me asking you any questions. So yeah, thank you. Send me all the information via email and I'll wait for the call.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.